All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Sorry for the late start today. Um, I'm still kind of waking up. We've got what have we got? What am I talking about? I woke up really late this morning because I was up really late last night and gotta wait an hour for my pills to kick in, or at least half an hour. Yeah, an hour. Um, so I'm finally kind of awake. Welcome to the stream once again. I think I already said that. You can tell I'm tired, can't you? Well, anyhow, today we're going to be doing a game dev stream, during which, let's see, can we just like zoom in a little bit there? All right. I try to make, I try to make the, oh my gosh, thank you for the subscription, Ash Axel. Thank you, for real. It's nice to have you here, as always. So today we're doing a game development stream where I'm working on my game First Draft Dungeon, which is kind of like a RuneScape inspired idle game, where you draft a novel and you win prizes while you draft your novel. Oh, yeah, I hear you, Ash Axel. Let me actually hold on just a second. I just noticed my hat is covering chat. So we're not gonna wear the hat today. I'm just too lazy for that shit. But yeah, no, thank you for the sub, Ash Axel, for real. Um, so like I said, First Draft Dungeon is a game I've been working on for a while, but like not consistently because that's just how my brain works, I guess. So it's still in very, very early prototype stages, basically. Here, I'll go ahead and show it off. Warning, it's very ugly. It's got a lot of programmer art in it just because that's how I made it. I tend to start or try to start with like code rather than art because I have a bad habit of just doing art and then I never finish the game and then it's like, oh, well, here's all this art that I can't use for another project and it's just going to waste. Um, which I guess like isn't necessarily true because if you start a project and don't finish it, it's not a waste. It's never a waste. But like I guess I guess I feel like I just get stuck a lot during the starting with code phase. So lately I've been trying to start with code, and then I kind of get that stuckness out of the way. Anyway, actually, let me get a sip of soda. Okay, so this is my idle game. As you can tell, here, let me just, oh, that text is white. White on a light background. Anyway, here, I'll just read it out to you guys. As you can tell, we can type words in this game. Oh wow, they're not. Hold on. There we go. Now they're going to the next line. I guess I just haven't made this text box fit inside the scroll yet. All right, so we can type words in this game. Um, and we win prizes when we do! Exclamation point. So you might maybe have noticed that there's this like text right here that the number is going down. The number labeled jelly is going down. So here, jelly, jelly, jelly. It keeps going to -5, which I think means that our attack power is 15 or something like that, because basically what's going on is as you type new words, you'll damage whatever monster you're fighting, which in this case is a jelly. I really need to remake the UI because none of this really makes visual sense. Um, but yeah, so we've been killing jellies, and there's like numbers labels down here, but you probably can't see them. I've just been like I haven't updated the aesthetic of the UI in a while, so everything's just kind of like displaying random information in random places. But yeah, so we actually have 46 pieces of slime from. I probably should have gone backwards where you get jelly from defeating a slime, but whatever. So we're fighting a jelly. Each time we defeat it, we get another piece of slime. Slime, 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 slime. So now we have 50 pieces of slime. And we can... I don't think there's a use for slime yet, but eventually you'll be able to craft items with the slime. Right now, we only have one crafting recipe, which is a cup of tea, which Now I realize what I did wrong on that sprite and why it looks so weird. I'm not really a sprite artist. I have been learning to make sprite art and it's fun. Um, but there's still a lot of, I still struggle with it a little bit. Anyway, so as you can see, there's really no labels on the crafting recipes. It's literally just here's a cup of tea, and below it is what you make the cup of tea with, a mint leaf and a sprig of lavender. So if we click on the mug of the cup of tea, now you can see we have fewer pieces of mint and lavender, and we have one cup of tea. So here, let me just use all of our lavender, and it won't craft unless you have both mint and lavender. So we have 6 cups of tea. And then if we let's see, slime. Why does it say -1 turns here? I'm not sure what's going on there. Oh, actually, yeah, I know exactly what's going on there. I'll explain it later if I remember. So it says we got 5 battles on rested, which basically what that means is rested, or let's see how much damage we do to this jelly. We did a lot of fucking damage to that jelly, I think. So the rested thing is a buff that we get from having these cups of tea. And actually there's a bug right now where you can just mash spacebar to attack. So we have what, like 5 cups of tea? Now we have no cups of tea. So whenever the buff for the tea runs out, or whenever the rested buff runs out, it'll consume another cup of tea that's in your inventory, and give you like 5 battles worth of rested buff, and then so on and so forth until you're out of tea. And then you don't have the rested buff anymore. But yeah, so if we want to make another cup of tea, we have to, how do I do this again? Oh yeah, here, this is the job select area. So you can see that it says combat over here, or you might be able to read it. I'll obviously now you know it says combat over there. And then this is this button right here that just scrolls us through the jobs that we're doing. Your brain is exploding, says Ari. What, for my... You're gonna be so screwed in college. What, for my explanation of my game? There is a lot going on in this explanation right now. But yeah, so you can switch between jobs using this button. In your defense, Ari, it is not at all easy to tell what's going on here right now, so you guys are basically just relying on my explanation to understand what's going on. Yeah, so there's only 2 jobs in the game right now, combat and gathering. And as you can see, these are some little green bits that you can gather. This is supposed to be the mint leaves. Oh yeah, mint bush. It says mint bush. That's the quote-unquote unit we're fighting. So we have 4 mint leaves. If we just like mash spacebar, now we have 8 mint leaves. Then we can also click on that and it switches to a lavender patch, which is much better drawn. And blah, blah, blah. Now we have lavender. We can make tea again. Ash Axel says, I love game dev stuff despite only understanding parts of it. Yeah, same. Like even as someone who's working on a game, I also only understand parts of it for sure. I think all game devs are kind of like that, where we're just kind of like, it's like adulting, right? Like everybody thinks that, you're an adult once you reach X age. Everyone thinks everybody who's older than them is more adult than them. But nobody feels like they're an adult, no matter what age they're at, I feel like. Um, that's the secret of growing up, right? So anyway, that's how the game kind of works at the moment, mechanically speaking. So, oh wait, that's not, no, what am I doing? Is this debug mode? Oh, this just launches, yeah, that's debug mode. I accidentally pressed the debug button. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make, God, this is so hard to read still. I want you guys to be able to read the text a little bit better. Alright, so here, you guys can theoretically read the text. I know you won't know what's going on unless you code in Game Maker Studio 2, but yeah. That moment when you realize all adults are and always have been winging it. Exactly. I think it's the same way with game devs, or at least it is for me. So, all right. So, I don't even know what this code is doing. Oh, I know what this code is doing now. I'm using GMS, asks Ari. Yes, I am. Actually, wasn't Rivals of Ether made in GMS? I seem to recall that. Wasn't it made in GMS? But yes, I'm using GMS too. I really like it. It's yeah. Rivals is coded in GMS. Turn back now. Nah. Actually, so it's funny you should say that. I really like GMS because it's easy to use. Not because I think it's like a great game dev tool. I mean, I think it is, but like mostly just because like I've tried Unity. But I don't want to work in 3D, and Unity's really made for 3D. I mean, obviously it has good 2D shit right now, but I think with Unity there's a lot of unnecessary technology that is overwhelming for beginners, and I don't know Unity, and I know GMS2 now, so I'm just using GMS2. However, the one thing I do regret about using GMS2, which I knew I would, and I went for it anyway, is that there's text processing in this game that I'm making, and GMS2 does not work very well with text at all. It doesn't do text. So basically, with this entire text editor that I've got going on, like bear, highlight the word, and type bear again, press enter, new line, blah, blah, blah. Click over here, and now we can add, all of that shit that you take for granted in a text editor. This is basically a coded from scratch text editor. Now I do have to give credit. I did not code the text editor from scratch myself. I am using an asset from the Game Maker Studio 2 store. It's like a free asset. Let me real quick figure out. I know I have somewhere in my scripts. I have it in text. I have somewhere in my scripts there's a credit for it. I'm gonna put like actual credit like in the game, like on the window, the game window. In the game client, I'm gonna give credit for the person who made the text editor base that I'm using. I will say there's a lot of features of the text editor that I have modified or coded myself. For example, normally I think you can like do this where you can press enter to make a new line. However, the original text editor could not do text wrapping, so if you just kept typing b b b b b b b b b and so on, it would just go like, all the way to the right. It wouldn't go to the next line when you reached the end of the scroll or whatever. So that is something I coded in myself. That being said, it is very buggy right now. So if I just type a bunch of L's, here we go, line wrap, and you can see that the last character on each of these lines got pushed ahead. You can see my caret. Well, you probably can't see my caret, but it's right here. And there's a couple of L's after it. So like if we try and write like bear, 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 bear. This doesn't even sound like a word anymore. Bear, 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 bear. Now you can see here we have B-E-A, then we have B-E-A-R-R. So, Piper, what's wrong, baby? Whatever. My dog is being funky. Anyway, so yeah, so when you hit the end of the new line, for some reason the last letter is pushed up, like past the caret, which is it's just a bug that I haven't fixed yet. But yeah, I just wanted to demonstrate how like that's a thing that I coded myself, but it's not done yet. All right. So, let me actually look at my to-do list, which, speaking of, the to-do list is public. You can type !to do to get a link to my public Trello for this game, which shows everything that needs to be done still. Before the prototype on itch, at least. Like, it will not be done after everything in this list is done, so yeah, this is not a complete list for anyone who wants to look at this list. Definitely not a complete list. Okay, now that that disclaimer is out of the way, let me look real quick. I'm gonna leave the bugs for last because if I fix the bugs as they come up, assuming they're not like game-breaking bugs, then I'll add a new feature and then a new bug will happen. Meh. Pardon me, I had soda burps. So there's a bunch of code stuff in my Trello. There's a bunch of art stuff in my Trello. There's like 4 bugs that are, like so I sort the way I kind of want to put my Trello up, but I don't I don't want to All right, so here, I'll just explain about my Trello. Again, the link is in chat for anyone who wants to read along. So in my Trello, I sort my tasks for my game dev project in several ways. I sort them first by how much time I think they'll take to accomplish. It's, what are my tags? Yeah, my tags for time are, I expect this to take under 10 minutes, or I expect this to take under 1 hour, or I expect this to take under 2 hours. Anything that I expect to take over 2 hours, is too big of a task and I need to break it down further into tasks that will take under 2 hours. So that's kind of like my metric for if I think a task is going to be too overwhelming or too broad for me to like really accomplish it properly. Then I sort things into like severity. Like if it's a bug, is it a major bug? Do I need to have this fixed before the actually this is not even a major bug. Is it a major bug? Major bugs are classified as like I need to have this finished before the prototype is on itch. Minor bugs are like this would be really nice to have done before the prototype goes on itch, and wish list bugs are like I mean, if I have extra time, sure, I could do these. And the same goes for my like non-bug tasks like code. Is this a major feature that I need to have before itch? Is this a feature that I would like to have before itch? Is this a feature that, you know, if I have extra time and energy, sure, I'll make it. And same with art. Is this art that we absolutely need? Which at this point, I don't think there's any art that we absolutely need. So anyway, that's kind of my method of doing it. Or wait, no, there's one more tag I wanted to explain. Y'all can tell I'm streaming right when my pill's kicking because I'm info dumping hard. Then the final tagging system that I use is the intensity of the task. So basically how much energy, and, yeah, just how much energy it takes to complete. So we have trivial, which is something I can complete even when I'm hella tired. Low effort, which is something that I can't complete when I'm tired, but it's not overwhelming. Intense is something that I expect to need, to be completely alert for mentally. Figgy says, everything is closed or busy. She's trying to do chores and there's a parade. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Got to flip off some protesting pro-lifers though. Nice. Alright, so, let me get a sip of soda and then we'll actually do some code, theoretically. It's been what, like 25 minutes? Or I guess 20 minutes, because I had a long starting soon screen today. Anyway, soda. Okay. So the next, like, quote-unquote major code task that I have is to add a confirm button to the pop-up windows for saving and loading, which will complete the saving and loading action. So right now, the game autosaves game data, but text file data is not autosaved. So if we say like blah in our text file and we hit this, actually I don't remember how this works, let's just hit the save button, see what happens. All right, cool. So it opens up this little, I don't think you can see, but it says some, you know, it's got a caret here that we can type, and then in like gray, tiny gray text, it says .txt. So this is basically telling the player, all right, what do we want to save our file as? I think. Or is this loading? No, yeah, because it's a text file. Okay, so this will be like my text file .txt, right? And then I think if we hit this button, these are all placeholder icons. So like, here, what if I, did we save the file? I don't even know if we saved it or not. Let's see, can we save, hold on, let me look actually and see, let me find the files real quick. Let's see, we got my text file, it was in fact saved. Let me see, oh gosh, okay, we can't. Can we not backspace? Okay, hold on. We're gonna have to restart real quick. I don't remember how I coded this, and this is the problem with like doing all of this placeholder, like, you know, buttons that don't mean anything shit. So here, we're going to type lol.txt, and I'm gonna look at my files. All right, we click this arrow. Did it save lol.txt? No. We click on the save button again. It still didn't save lol.txt. Wait, what is going on here? Hold the phone. Something weird is happening. Save.txt. Lol.txt. Can I save? And then, what is it? Oh, I see something. Okay, so something interesting is happening here actually. You guys probably can't see it, but right here it says like on top of the LOL file name, it says dot or like txt, which I think that's what's going on there. Which I think is just like the game trying to add the text a second time when we press the button a second time. Actually, let me check. Oh yeah, it's drawing the txt repeatedly here. That's really funny. Probably the best thing for me to do here actually is to just refresh my memory on my code and like look at the code directly. Ari says, I'm modding Rivals again and I blame you. Nice. I will accept blame for all creative pursuits, creative endeavors. Okay, so we have file code over here on this part of the screen. Scripts, file, well, let's look at objects too, actually. File, save button. So this is our save button that we were just looking at, kind of. Well, that we were just pressing in the game, at least. So, what is SI? I don't know what SI is. Oh, sprite index. Oh, yo! I left myself code comments. Fuck yeah. I love code comments. Alright, so this one says, reset the sprite index so that the sprite goes back to the not pressed position when the user stops holding L and B or moves their cursor away from the object. So basically what this does is this allows us to make it so that when we click this button, it goes down, you know, it looks like the button's being pressed. And then when we're holding and our mouse goes off, then it, you know, it also stops being pressed. So that's literally just an aesthetic change. Piper, what are you doing, honey? Piper, you don't need to do that, honey. Piper. Hold on a second, guys. Alright, Piper was... So, hold on. Piper has been sleeping on a pillow on my floor for a bit, because, like, I set it down there one day because I didn't want to sleep on my regular pillow, and then she started sleeping on it, and it was cute, so I just left it there. But she was, like, digging on it, like, and I was like, no, don't do that. Alright. So I don't think, eh, got something in my mouth. I don't think this, save button actually does anything except open the object that allows you to input text. So it literally just creates the text input object when you click the save button, which kind of makes sense. So where is this thing? Object text input file name. It's not in file? Text input, wait, objects. Text input file name. Oh, I see why that's in the text folder. Okay, so when we create this object, oh, I see, we make it so that the text box the user is currently using is this file name text box when we create it. All right. And then this here, let me try boop. So basically this just opens up this bit, and then if we say boop.txt, then we click this. This is a confirm button, technically. So now we have a boop.txt, which you guys can't see, in our file folder. This stream so far has basically just been me refamiliarizing myself with my code. Alright. File name. Why can't... We can't click on the text input because this doesn't have a sprite. Why is this code here? Hold on, let me leave myself a note for later. Note. Notes. Nah, note. There we go. At the moment, this object can't be clicked on it anyway because it doesn't have a sprite, so this code is useless. Question mark? Alright. Wait, key down space. It's, oh, this must have been debug code. This must have been debug code. So if you press this button and then we hit space, it just goes away. The confirm button doesn't, though. Alright, I'm not entirely sure how I want to do this. Where, ooh, actually, okay, hold on. How do we create this, the file name confirm button? How is that created? If object exists. Yeah. Okay, this is like some kind of complex stuff. Oh. Okay, hold on. Left pressed, file text save. Then, we're gonna say instance destroy. This might cause some crashes, theoretically. Let's see, object, text, input, file name, instance, destroy on self. So basically what we're doing here is we're saying when the player clicks the confirm button to save the file to the file name that they specify, um, ooh, I'm not sure, okay, hold on. We'll just say like, ooh, as the file name, and then we'll click this button, and now all of this went away, and now we can type normally in the regular text box. So that's good. So that's basically how I wanted to, well, it's not like how I wanted to do this, but it's a good way, it's a potentially good way to do it. I mean, now you can save your file and keep going, and like here we could save another file even, BBB. There we go, now we have a BBB text file, it's really nice. We do not, however, have a load file button, like a load text file button, so we need to do that. Let's see, add confirm button, for saving and loading. Wait, do we have loading? Yeah, we do. Music. Just noting this down. Nice, that's a good one. I think that was intended as a pun. If so, it was a good one. Alright, so we might actually have a sprite for, the load button. Sprite file. We totally don't have a sprite for the load button yet. I know I made one, so let's just make a new one. Create sprite file load. Alright, so that's going out of this group, right? Just put it like right there. How about that? I'm gonna import a file that I already had. Wait, do I really not have a load file button? What? I apparently don't have a load file button, but it'll be easy to like make the text file saving and loading once we get one. So here's what we're gonna do, actually. We're not gonna do shit with this sprite for now. However, we are going to, like, make another version of this button, and we'll just have to know and, like, remember that that's the load button. It'll have the same sprite as this one. But yeah. Alright, so we'll make an object file load button. There you go. And the sprite for, how did I do the sprites on this one? Sprite was sprite file save. Okay, yeah, we'll just do the same thing here. I see sprites. What even are some of these sprites? Okay, hold on. Sprite file save. Yeah, so we're doing the same one even though it's the load button. We'll change it later. So let me see. How did we do the Actually, we may as well just duplicate this thing instead of doing this. Get rid of this entire object. Let's see. We'll duplicate this object. We'll make it object file load button, and then we can change the code that isn't supposed to be the same. So that's going to be the same, that's going to be the same, that's going to be the same. This is not. Kind of. Object text input file name. Okay, so this is actually an interesting problem because the object text input file name object, basically, that's the thingy where when we click on this save button, all right, here we get this area to type in text. And what spawns this little button right here? Hold on, let me check. Because, oh, hey, yeah, see ya, Ash Axel. Thanks for stopping by, and thank you again for the sub. Enjoy your lunch. So, text input file name, okay. So, the text input file name object also creates the text input file name confirm button. So basically, like, it's a chain reaction. Oh, no, I don't like debug mode. Hold on a minute. I don't like doing debug mode. in this game development tool. So, when we press that button, it creates this little text typey anything, which creates this little button. But the problem is, when we click on the button, it saves the text file as the text that we enter here. And we have no way to tell the program, okay, when you hit the load button, open this, and then, which then opens that, and then when you click that, it will load instead of saving. I'm explaining this really weird, but like, basically we need to give the program a way to differentiate between when the text we're putting in here is supposed to be the file to save or the file to load. So we can either handle that by making two different objects of like, you know, like a text input file name save and a text input file name load object. But I don't think I want to do that. I think I just want one text input object because it would be redundant to have more than one, I feel like. We can just easily make the buttons different or something like that. So anyhow, let's see, how does the file name confirm work? Right, okay, hold on. File name confirm. So we're actually going to rename this to input file name confirm save, I think. Wait, yes. And then instead of having the essentially like spawner for that button be this, oh bless you, Miss Piper, be this object, we're instead going to make it be the save button object, which might be a bad idea. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit weird, but let's see, so that's why. We'll do like 64 here. These are hard-coded numbers. They're really not supposed to be, but just for the purposes of getting the code to do what I wanted to do, then we'll do that. Okay, file name confirm save. All right, and then with the load button, we're going to kind of do the same thing, where we're going to open the confirm button, but it's going to be a different confirm button. It's going to be the load confirm button. Load. There we go. And then we have to actually make that object. So create object. It's going to be object text input file name confirm load. Which actually I probably should have just wait, no, we don't have to duplicate it. There's just like one event. All right, so on what, left pressed? Yeah, left pressed is the event we want. So file, yeah, so we want this file text load. I don't know if this is how that function works, but we're gonna try it. Input file name load. Wait, no. This is fine. So this might actually just work out of the box. I don't think it will. Well, okay. The only reason I don't think it will, like based on what I'm thinking, I think it will, but like the only reason I think it won't work is because it never works right out of the box, right? Nothing ever works right out of the box. All right, so I'll put the load button to the right of the save button. And here's what we're going to try to do. We're going to hit it, see if we didn't get a crash, but we also didn't, hold on. Oh, I see. We didn't assign a sprite to the confirm load button, so we'll just do that real quick. We'll make it this fish sprite, why not? Just for fun, just to differentiate. Help me debug later when I inevitably stop working on this game for 3 months and then work on it again. Alright, now we've got this fish confirm button. So, let me look, what file names have we already saved? We'll try boop. We'll try loading the file called boop.txt. So we'll hit this fish and, no crashies. So that appears to, wait, no, hold on. Nah, okay, I think that's going to have caused problems. And actually this gives me an idea for a thing we should probably do, which is, when you hit the file save button, but you decide, actually, no, I don't want to, or like maybe you hit the file load button and you're like, wait, no, I don't want to load a file. I still have to save mine. I forgot to save. We're going to do this on the save and load buttons, by the way. Basically, we're just giving the game a way to, or we're giving the player a way to say, wait, no, to back out of the file saving or loading. So when you click on the save button, it'll open the save menu essentially, and if you click on it again, it'll close it. All right, so if, oh boy, conditionals. I say as they're like pretty basic actually. All right. Instance. I don't remember if instance exists works. And actually we're going to have to do object file, wait, no. Object text input file name. Yeah, we're gonna do that, I think. Wait, I have a better idea. Do I though? Okay, hold on. We're coming back to this in a second, but I just realized something also, which is that currently it's possible to like get rid of the text input, um like the actual text input for the file name, but not get rid of the confirm button, which I don't like. So what we're gonna do is I don't know if this is how this function works. Instance exists object what is it called? Object file. Wait, no. Where's the confirm? All right, text input confirm load instance destroy. This is a long ass object name for real. All right, so then we're going to also check if there is a save version of this object, and if so, just get rid of it. Under the weird circumstance, you know, if there's a bug and both of them exist at the same time, then they're both destroyed. So, I think that will help, just like protect against future issues, or at least make what we're about to do easier. So with the save button, if the file name, when you click on it, if the file name thingy already exists, then get rid of it. Let's see. Object text input file name. And we're basically going to do the same thing with the load button, just to make sure that, like, if you're already, again, to give the player a way to cancel if they don't want to load. So, let's see if this works. We're getting kind of sidetracked, actually. Like, these are things that were not on my, my Trello, but, alright, so. Oh, I see an issue here. Okay, so what's happening here is in our code for the load button, when the load button is clicked, we say, okay, if the file name text box is already here, get rid of the file name text box. Then it continues and it says, all right, create the file name text box and create the confirm button, right? So essentially what it's doing is when you hit the load button, it'll create the file name text box. Then if you want to cancel by hitting the text box again, right? Based on what we did our code, it's deleting this and then creating a new one. So like if we type GGGGG, then we hit the load button again. You can see the text isn't there anymore because the object was deleted and recreated. That's neat. I missed coding, for real. Alright, and then can we do like return? Is return a thing in GameMaker? I don't know if return's a thing in GameMaker, but basically what this will do is it'll just say, all right, so destroy the text input window and then just stop. Just do nothing else. Exit this code. Exit this script. So let's see if this works. Aha, it does. And then save, load, save. Right, so this is perfect. We can cancel now. But the other thing I wanted to do was, let's go ahead and save a file. We'll call it Wait, okay, wait. No. We gotta actually type things. Sheep. is what we're typing. Then we'll hit the save button, we'll call it ba.txt. Alright, save, done. Now we're going to type blah, 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 and then we're going to load ba.txt. Oh, wait, I hit the enter key. I need to disable that. Alright, so we're going to click the fish. Whoa, that didn't work. The text file loading didn't work. Like, ba? Yeah, that doesn't work. I wonder where it's messing up. Alright, let me, quickly look at my files. No, that's not my file menu. Hold on. Let me look at the ba.txt file. Let's see what's going on. Alright, so the ba.txt file does, in fact, contain sheep, sheep, sheep. This is so funny out of context, I feel like. Alright, so let me think. So this file load button, did I actually make it load the text and not like do something else weird? I did not. I don't think. I did not. I actually made it, wait, did I? Object text input file name confirm save. That's not right. Is this the load button? No, okay, I'm not on the load button actually. Okay. I was confused. Alright, so let's go to the load confirm button. Does it file text wait. Yeah, file text load. File text load. If wait, hold on. Other dot file equals other dot text. Hold on. Let me think. I see the issue, I think. So what this code is doing is it says, okay, if the file name text box exists, make it so that the file we're dealing with is the file that is specified in the file name text box, right? Then it's saying, okay, if the main text box exists, which it always should, I guess, then make the text that we're dealing with the text inside the main text box. Which is not correct, because wait, how does file text load work? Okay, so what I think it's doing here is it's saying, okay, here you're gonna load. Wait, that doesn't even work. Text isn't even a parameter for this. Hold on, that's weird. All right, so file text load, is it even reaching that? It should be. What I thought it was doing was loading, like loading up the text file that we intend, but for some reason just replacing the text with what was already in the text box, the main text box. So yeah. Let's run this again. Run this motherfucker again. Alright, so load ba.txt. Yeah, see, that's not working. I'm not entirely sure why. But I think we'll find a clue if we try to go into the file text load script. That's what I'm looking for. Alright, file text load. So how does this thing work? Oh, yeah. So here we've got the file name. Yeah, that should work. Let me actually look at No, yeah, we shouldn't have run into any issues there. Because we didn't like... Oh, okay, I see. So I'm just not using this function correctly. I'm not using the script correctly. So basically how this script works is if I just run the script and give it a file name, it doesn't change the text in the main text box. What it instead does, or like the way to use it properly, is to say, set the text inside the main text box equal to the contents of this script, which is just whatever the script finds in the specified file. So this should work, I would think. All right, load ba. Oh, we got a crash. Let's see. File name confirm load.lines not set before reading it. Wait, what? File name confirm load.lines not set before reading it. File text load. Text input set text. Wait. What? Oh, maybe? So basically what I'm looking at is just that set text. What I'm seeing is that like we're not essentially we're not formatting the text correctly when trying to load it, which is bizarre. I don't know how I fixed this on my other game because I did a similar file saving and loading on another game I made. Wait, so the string file text read string. So that's just a string. It's not. Wait. Okay, let me check the text scripts real quick and see how it handles the main text box set text. Alright, text input set text. And it just accepts a string, I guess. Like, that's strange. Hold on, let me no. Yeah. Lines. Where are we even using? We're not. We're not using this thing. Strange. Very strange. Hmm. So let me just quickly see if commenting these lines out so that they don't run helps. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. Bah, dot text. So it didn't crash this time, but it also didn't work as intended, so let me see what happens if we just like don't enter a file name. Okay, same thing, same error. File text load. Alright, what is my text load function doing again? File name, right. File text read string. But then how do we get the Let me just real quick open another GameMaker Studio 2 window and look at my other game that I did the same thing in, because I know it's like I know I've solved this problem before. I'm just not. I don't know. I don't know why it's causing an issue right now. All right, so let me just blow up the text a bit here. Oh wait, you guys can't see this window. Never mind. I won't be here too long. Don't worry. All right, let's see. File, text, load. How did I do this? This is literally the same. This is literally the same code that I used in this one. So, let me see how I actually used that. See object. Oh, it's under UI objects. Okay. Buttons, data, confirm text load. Let's see, what did I do here? Oh. Object text. Oh, okay. So I might have to there's some code I might have to add here. Where's the confirm thingy? Here it is. So I think what the issue that's happening potentially is that it's not finding the right text box or something like that. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I'm having trouble processing it. But we shall see. Okay. That file not that's a separate bug from me not entering a file name, so that's actually good. Bah. What was it? File object text input main dot file not set before reading it. Oh, right. Okay. I messed up just like this one code bit. Oh yes, okay, so it says sheep right here from our ba.txt file. Let me see what happens if I load it twice. Okay, cool. It's not just gonna like load the letters 3 times, is it? Alright, so let me fix this issue with trying to, oh, actually, now it's working. File blank.txt, not found or is empty. Interesting. Well, let me try and load a file name that we don't have. Ah, it's working, it's behaving now. I'm gonna have to test for that crash later. Let me put it on my Trello. Potential crash when trying to load an empty or a nameless question mark file for the first time. There we go, bug. That being said, we did finish a code task in just under an hour, which I expected to take under an hour. So I'm gonna put that in our done column. Add confirm button for saving and loading, which will complete the saving and loading action. We did it! Yay! That's awesome, actually. Everything else is like under 1 hour or under 10 minutes. Do I... We've got like 10 days until the prototype on itch. Or when I'm supposed to put the prototype on itch, at least. I'm feeling like I need a break, so I'm a BRB, okay guys? Hey folks. Sorry for the long wait. I had to take my pills and then I'm still kind of waiting for them to kick in, but I feel good enough to start doing some stuff, I think. Which my kind of next idea for what I want to do. Oh, my kind of next idea for what I want to do is try re-outlining the UI because I'm not super satisfied with what the UI looks like right now. And I think like mechanically everything's there at the moment. I mean, like, quote unquote everything. It's getting there. So, let me just make sure I'm saved. And I'm gonna do a little bit of a UI brainstorming in um Clip Studio Paint. Let's see, what is this like? What is the resolution on this thing? I probably should have checked. Probably like, what is the like typical? Hold on, let me just Google this shit. 20. Okay. Right there. That's a big old game, right? Actually, we should probably make it just like a little bit smaller. Let's see. 1920 by 1080 sounds good. The audio is probably a little bit different right now because I had to move my mic a little bit to actually work on my my tablet. So, because otherwise I can't reach it. I'll bump into my mic with my hand, and you guys don't want that. All right, so my first general thought. Well, first let's make some rectangles, right? Let's just make some rectangles. So the initial like I want there to be some what? Oh boy, this is lagging my computer a little bit because this is a large piece of art right here. Anyhow, let me just save this under, where am I gonna save this? I do have a first draft dungeon folder, so this is gonna be like UI draft 2, I guess, because I've already done a UI draft elsewhere. Alright, so this, I want there to be some like free space all around it, right? Although I'm not sure why. Hmm. Anyway, so then what I want to like create, like I want at least like almost half of the screen to be dedicated to the art. The art? Yes, the writing portion of the UI, I guess. I don't know if that's half, but that's what I'm calling it now. So then I want like about this much to be dedicated to a UI part of the whatchamacallit, the writing section, right? Then I want here, I want there to be like what information are we gonna have here? I kind of wanna, so I think this is gonna be where the file name will go and the like confirm save or load button. And then, like my idea for how it would look is that, it would be like kind of a journal, like this area would be kind of a journal with a scroll sitting on top of it. And then like sticking out of the journal would be little like pieces of like little pieces of paper, you know? I would like that. I think that is a neat way to do my UI. So, then basically I was just gonna have like this shape for, you know, the actual spot where the save button is and stuff. Stuff like that. Um, let's see. Then we need actual like game information on the right. I wanted to put the writing on the left because here, we'll put the scroll like here, I guess. Something like that. And then like the rest of these little borders will just be like, because like I think one of the reasons to really use like separating areas like this, and I'm not really a graphic designer, so this is or a UI designer. So this is just a guess, but like I want to be able to group elements together in a way that makes sense. Like putting this little blank space here and here and here and here kind of makes it feel, probably, again, in theory, makes it feel more like the text box is a separate element from the other elements in this block, which it is, kind of. That being said, I also kind of want some like space around this whole block itself. So maybe we'll just have like, maybe we'll have like a block right here. And that'll be like the writing area. Because again, I want to group similar elements together. So all of these writing elements are going to be grouped together, I guess. And then maybe like, maybe like this over here will have its own like kind of bordered area. So like kind of like this, I guess. Even maybe, I'm not sure. Well, I'm just brainstorming either way, so I guess I don't have to come up with anything right away. Um, oh yeah, and another thing I want to do, um, how was I gonna do this? I'm not sure. I was thinking I would put like the file name of the document that you're working on like right there or something like that, or like a word count. Like I definitely want a word count. Or actually, how we could do this, like we could do that like this, where you just make the no, don't slide all the way up there. We can make the scroll a little bit shorter, and then although I'm not sure if I like it being short like that. I kind of want it to be like tall and not wide. I don't know. We're just experimenting right now, so it doesn't matter. Then like maybe there would be like the bottom side of like the bottom part of the scroll would show stuff like word count, you know, like word count right here and file name here, something like that. Something like that. Um, because oh yeah, I don't know if I probably already said this actually, but the reason I want this on the left side is because I want the focus of the game to be on the writing. I think the game itself, like the game mechanics, should support the goal of writing itself. Um, and then I'm debating, do I actually want this to look like that? I'm not sure. Anyway, another thing I'm thinking about is like, so I have an idea of like, I want the backpack to be somewhere, obviously. Like I think having a backpack like right here that's just like this will be the journal slash notebook on in this area, and then this right here would be like the backpack. Like this specific square would be a little backpack. And you just have like we'll like see the items inside it. Like we'll cut out a little bit of it. Actually, okay. We'll make the backpack itself a lot bigger, I think. Because I want to just have like a cutout portion of the backpack that shows the items. It's gonna be a big portion of the backpack, but I want there to be like I said, I want there to be kind of a window into the backpack, or maybe there's like, maybe the you know, it's open, you know, just like from an aesthetic standpoint, right? Maybe there's a the front of the backpack is open and you can see things inside the backpack. Again, strictly from an aesthetic standpoint, I'm thinking that's how I might do it. It's just like the items would be displayed in there. Because I think that's a cute idea. I think that's a cute idea to have like a backpack that you can see your items inside. There we go. I think I actually tried this earlier, but it didn't work. Like, not earlier today, but like earlier on in my UI designing adventure or something. Actually, alright, so here's something I don't like about this design, is that I feel like there's too much negative space here. Maybe there's no such thing, but like especially considering there's a border here on the right and left of the backpack, why don't we just make the backpack part of the border, right? So like then we would have this kind of, this kind of thing going on. And that would just be, that would be the border. And then right here as well. Or maybe we could make that a little bit lower. Or something like that. And then I'm just kind of fiddling around with ideas. Little bitty idea things. Little bitty idea things. Dude, there we go. Alright. So that's like how... One thing that I don't like about the current game, or like, the current like form that the current visuals on the game is that they're not very appealing. Like even the sprites that I have that are pretty good, I just don't think it is visually fun, if that makes sense. Like I want it to be an appealing experience for people because I think that's part of the fun, right? Is like, seeing coins all over, pop up when you're typing or whatever, that kind of thing. Or like seeing your character whack monsters when you're in combat and that kind of thing. Um, and I have another idea actually for what we could do for the crafting menu. We could put the crafting menu, like I want it to be separated from the backpack menu, which is the inventory. So I'm not gonna put it at the exact same like height. Hey Ari, welcome. I enjoy your lurk, Ari. Uh, bonk, 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 bonk. So anyway, so what I have for the my idea for the crafting menu is basically just have like a crafting table here, a little crafting table type thing. That'll be like next to it, like your backpack will be sitting next to it, I guess. Like and then you can have like this bit, and then the actual like legs of the crafting table will be here or something. I'm not exactly sure how this will work aesthetically. Like how visually how it will work, I have no idea. Because the angle on the crafting table is a bit odd, but let me see. Let me see if it looks better if I do it like nope. Alright, what if like alright, so we're not gonna do that exact idea, I don't think. Because like because like I said, my idea here was to like make a menu inside of the crafting table, I guess, if that makes sense. Like not here. This is just like the crafting table and legs and shit. But like my idea was basically to make this part the actual crafting menu. It's kind of cute actually, not gonna lie. That is really kind of cute. I'm not sure that I dislike it. It's really it's really cute. So like hmm, can we actually if we make if we make it angled, would it be better? I think it would. It would be better if we angled it because that's just how tables work. And that was separated a bit further from the backpack. Again, I'm probably thinking much too hard about this. But, I don't know. It could be fun. I wanna make it fun. I wanna have fun with the UI in this game. Okay, so... We are going to need that crafting menu. But, the other thing I want to do is basically like have like this area be for displaying the player and like well, actually we run into problems here, but like I wanted this area, this kind of area, to be for displaying the player and the whatever enemy they're fighting or resource that they're harvesting. And it would basically be like, all right, here's the player. Here they are. They're a bit weird looking, but you know, here they are. And then, you know, if you're fighting a slime, that would be like the slime right there, right? And then it would show like all of the buffs that the player has over here, maybe, or something like that. You know, like you got buffs. Look at all the buffs you've got. You know, that kind of thing. And you know, the name of the enemy would show over here. Or okay, so it would be like the name of the enemy, how it's, you know, like if it's okay, name of the enemy, its stats, like its HP currently, and whether or not it has its guard up, because that's a mechanic that I made. Whether or not it has its guard up. Or maybe that could go over here, even. Could go there, even. Okay, so anyway, that's what I was gonna go for displaying the enemy information. However, the player also needs a way to move, like, to switch what enemy type or resource type that they're harvesting slash fighting. And then, and I was, like, in my current UI design, I'm kind of struggling to figure out how to do that. Pardon me. Because, like, I don't think there's, like, I can't think of a gamey, like, you know, a fun way to do that, let's say. I can't think of a fun way to do that. Um, because, like, it's just menus, right? And menus are fun, but, like, how do I do these menus fun? Because, let's see, what all information do we even need? Oh, we also need to display, like, the player's level and current experience at the job that they're doing and with the type of monster or resource that they're working with. So I guess we could do like, we could put that information over the player's head as well, like job, job experience, um, enemy experience, that kind of thing. Actually, here, we'll just make these even, because the slime is really short, but like, not all enemies are going to be like that. Um, you know, like, whoop, there we go. We can make the player shorter too. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but like just for getting the UI blacked out, right? Um, actually, what if what if instead of just like for the enemy, what if instead of displaying its current HP value over here, what if we displayed it like next to its like name or whatever? So we've got the player's job that they're currently doing and their XP value, like their XP at doing that job, you know, like maybe they're about halfway to the next level, right? And then maybe this is like the monster's HP. The monster's just been hit like once or twice, right? Then then also so that'll be the HP value. That'll be the player's mastery value at the job. And then wait, where did the guard break icon go for the monster? All right. I think I got rid of it by accident. So this will be like the monster's guard break status, right? And then the player doesn't get guard break, so it doesn't matter for the player. I kind of want this to go above though. I don't know why, I just do. I just want the guard break to go above everything else. And then, like, I want it, for some reason, I want it to be, like, identical shapes for the player and the slime or whatever. Oh, wait. Okay, so I have an idea. I have an idea, actually. So we can display the buffs, like, above the other info, or no. We'll display the buffs below the other information. And the enemies can have, like, they'll just have guard break as their one buff. And then a player has the same thing where they have a list of their buffs that they currently have. Um, that is also above or like below their other information, and that'll include like, you know, the rested buff that I was showing off earlier, that kind of thing. And and that'll be where we display that. Oh right, because I was gonna put the buffs over here, so that'll actually open up a little bit more room there. Ah, wait, why did I? Oh right, I made a new layer. Okay, put that all back on one layer. So that also actually opens up more room for the player to, or like it opens up more room on the UI for us to show like what area you're in, or you know, quote unquote what area you're in, which is just like a synonym for the type of node you're currently harvesting, basically. No, stop. Yeah, it's just the like the kind of node you're harvesting or resource or whatever. And but we also have to show the player's mastery. So we have to show two types of mastery for the player, which, oh, actually, I know how to do that really easily. So we'll just have the player's um, job mastery on one side, and we'll have the player's like node mastery on the other. And we'll have icons. We'll have an icon up here and an icon up there that'll tell you this is the job mastery, this is the unit mastery. And what other what it I don't remember what information we were gonna put where. Oh yeah, wait, I don't know what's supposed to go in this square. Whatever, we'll leave it like that. We'll leave it like that for now. Enjoy your lurk, Ari. I don't know how late I am to that redeem, but hi. Anyway, yeah. Also, I want to have these icons like slightly separated from the other ones, just a little bit. Um, and the then what if like, okay, so that's the monster's HP, and or wait, what if even like we might just instead of putting this on that side, we might put it on the other side. Like we'll just put both mastery levels on one side of the player's information. And again, I don't remember what this big box is for, but we'll do something with it. I'll figure it out. This big box right here. And then yeah, so that'll be the monster's HP bar essentially. And then it'll also have a similar second although actually I just realized. Oh, this was supposed to be the monster's guard break icon. Right. And then another thing I want to do is actually separate these two little bits a bit more, because I think, or wait. Hmm. Because one thing I don't want to do is make the player think that, like, I don't want to make the player think that, that these little, that these little squares right here are the same as the monster. Like as good as it would feel to have the same layout, I think it could get confusing just like at a glance to be like, oh hey, here's my data and here's the monster's data, right? Um, so what we'll do instead is just do like, well, we might do this instead, I'm not sure. So that was guard break. Nope, yeah, we'll do it the same way actually. I'm kind of nitpicking at this point, I feel like, but and I am going to actually get rid of this big icon for now, because I'm not sure what to do with it otherwise. Right, put that there for the player. And my plan is to eventually have like little, very simple animations for the player, like one for each job probably. Like with the fighting, it'll just be like bah, swinging a sword, and then for harvesting plants or whatever, it'll be like whoosh, you know, like swing a scythe or whatever, that kind of thing. So yeah. And then we can probably make these go like a bit higher up, just for organization's sake. And then, ooh, I have an interesting idea for a UI element, which would just be um, like a coin purse that would be right here that would show you how much. Wait, we don't even have coins right now, actually. What am I talking about? We don't have coins right now. We could do it later though. So we'll just like block out some space for it, I guess. Just in case we end up deciding to do that later. So that'll be a coin purse, theoretically, potentially, in the future. And then we have to have the crafting menu as well. I think so the two things we're missing are the menu where you choose where to go and or like what job to do and what to harvest or slash fight. And then there's the menu where you do crafting. So I think the crafting menu should actually, instead of this coin purse being there, we're probably going to want to have the crafting menu down just like this area. Probably just have the crafting menu be that area. Um, and the way I have the crafting menu currently is just like basically it's tall and thin because well, I don't know why really. Or actually, yeah, I like it tall and thin because there's like recipe, recipe, recipe. We can list them vertically, very easily that way, and then the player like doesn't have to scroll or you know, the player can just scroll through the recipes. You know, like here's the final product. Here's the ingredients. It's all of the ingredients for that recipe, and then all of that will go in like its own little window, I guess. Not window, but like highlighted kind of area, I guess. You know, just to show that like they're part of the same recipe, I guess. And then we'll have a button like right next to the finished product that's or like on this side of the finished product that's like, alright, craft that. So yeah. That's how that'll work. Theoretically, at least. And actually a good way to handle this, like the the window being long but not very tall and it can't fit very many recipes. I think a good way to handle that would be just pushing recipes to the top that you have all of the ingredients to craft, and then the stuff that you can't craft is at the bottom so you can scroll more easily. Or like you don't have to scroll as much, I guess. Then I'm still not sure what to do for like how you navigate between um like resources and jobs. Oh wait. Yeah, I do. Alright, so I think a good way to handle that actually would be so we have this big icon right here, which originally was supposed to be the guard break icon, I guess. However, what we can do instead is we'll put the guard or wait, we already have guard break right here. because it's a status effect. But like the this big thing right here, that big square right here, um, can be used to show like an icon of what the monster is, and or monster or resource node or whatever. Then the player can click on that to select a different one. The one thing I don't like about that idea is that it requires me to have a pop-up menu to select a different, you know, a different resource slash monster, which I really want to avoid pop-up menus as much as possible. I guess I could do like scrolling or like just navigate using a, left or right using a button or whatever, but I really hate that. It just seems like too much work, you know. However, that is how it currently works, and I can always make it less, pardon me, less annoying later. So, wait, all right. I have a we can also change these UI elements because this is the XP bar for the job, and this is the XP bar for the unit, but we can just have the XP bar for the unit. Just have the XP bar for the unit next to the actual unit icon. So that's what we're gonna do, I think. We'll have the XP right next to the thing where you select which job you're doing and what monster you're fighting. And that way we don't have to have the icons displaying either. The problem is we need an actual like health bar for the enemies, which could go over here. Yeah, actually that would be good because we've already like kind of established like we can make the XP like a gold color or something, and then the HP will be a red color or something like that. We'll color code everything. We'll color code everything. I actually really like this idea for a UI. And then like we can have arrows, like an arrow to the left and an arrow to the right, and then we'll do the same for the monster type, so that the player can select different ones and they know that they can click on that to select different ones, that kind of thing. Actually quite happy with that UI design, I'm not gonna lie. And this is closer to what I originally wanted, but I really got stuck on some parts. I also am thinking of, instead of doing pixel art, just like making hand-drawn art, because I'm already really fast at doing that and really comfortable with doing that. And I feel like, why learn pixel art when I can already draw like digital hand-drawn art? You know? You know? Like, I don't know. That's my thought about it, at least. I'd have a lot of asset. Well, not like I don't even have that many assets that I'd have to redraw at this point, and it'd take me like a few, maybe like 2 or 3 hours probably to redraw what I already have, which is not much. So that's what I think I might do. Anyway, so we finished this UI. We finished this UI draft. I might actually make this a short stream because I feel kind of funny today. I want to get around to doing other stuff, but mainly just I'm tired. And we got a lot done today, I feel like, and I'm happy with this stream today, so um I'll definitely talk to you guys later, okay? Thanks for being here. Shout out to Figgies and Ghost Sphere Games for supporting me on Coffee. I'll keep you guys updated when the prototype is out, assuming that actually happens. The date is technically October 24th. No idea if it's gonna actually... Well, I mean, it should be out. I kind of committed to it, but like, I don't know how playable it's gonna be exactly, let alone polished. So, I'll talk to you guys later, okay?